All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It is time. I'm going to tilt up just a little bit. Time to do a quick disassembly video and reassembly video on the Tempest Knives Microburst. Wow. Seems that I haven't ever done one of these, so we're going to do it real quick. So say hello to Ren, Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Loggin TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started on the KnivesFAST channel, guys. So we're going to cut to the disassembly footage right now. Alright guys, I'm recording this disassembly, but you may never see this footage. Who knows? Sometimes I'm so clumsy with my hands, I just don't prefer to show me disassembling things, but I have never disassembled a microburst prototype. I realized that today, and so I figured I would just do a quick disassembly of this here microburst. Now this one is wearing a Lynch Northwest clip, simply because I wanted to give one a shot and see if I really cared for it or not. Yeah, you know, I kind of like them alright. I don't know what it is. I just really prefer a wire clip and the way it feels in the hand. But I will say, this is about as close as I've gotten to one that I like equally as well. Here is our raindrop, our milled raindrop scale, and you can see after a while, because of the nature of micarta, that you can see where the wire clip had been riding on the clip there, on the not the clip, KC, on the whatever it's called. There is our lanyard pin, don't lose that, on the scale. Wow. Yeah, this one definitely needs a little bit of cleaning, so we will oblige as such. But first, we're gonna. I'll end up pausing here. Well, I'll clean it first, but I gotta go get some alcohol, and then we will do some photography with it disassembled, because I have not done that, and so I definitely want to do a full disassembly picture. So that we can see that. And let's see if I can get these off without a pair of pliers. Yes, I can actually. So in this particular case, it appears they didn't use as much, Casey, spit the word out of your mouth. They didn't use as much Loctite as they did on the pinion. On some of the pinions, there was a lot of Loctite, and it was really difficult to get these barrel spacers off, and in this case it is definitely not difficult to get them off. So there are, I mean, that is literally the disassembly of a Tempest Microburst. So I'm going to go up and get some alcohol, guys, and clean this up, and then I will be back. That actually wasn't terrible. I'm usually such a fumble fingers. I just don't like to show myself screwing up royally. So that was pretty good, actually. So you may actually see this piece of footage. So there you go. All right, I didn't mention in the first part of the video, sorry for kind of the canted angle, but I don't like to reach around the camera to do this. So there you go. So again, same deal. I'm going to put this back together, but I'm a fumble fingers, so don't be surprised if you never see this piece of video. I have cleaned it really good, to be honest. This one wasn't passed around a lot. It was just me and Kevin. No, wait, this one's just been with me the whole time. So it really doesn't have a lot. It wasn't really filthy. So it cleaned up really well. Came apart really well. The workmanship is really good. Very pleased with that. Now we're going to use KPL to put it back together. And don't forget, guys, I am a KPL affiliate, so you can use my link and get a little discount down there. So, and it helps the channel as well. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this Kevin style here. Put it on my finger and get it all over the lovely bearings here. Very nice. All right. And here's the second one. I'll go ahead and just kind of set this. Now, I am terrible at this, guys. I just have to tell you that ahead of time. So if you expect this to be like a lot of other people's reassembly videos, you're going to be sorely disappointed, just simply because I am an extreme klutz. Oops. And see, I'm already putting the wrong thing in the wrong place. See? You see what I said? This one goes here. And this one goes over here. Wow. Brilliance. Brilliance personified, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's see. This one goes here. Nope. This one goes here. See, I'm already getting the wrong one. I am just not, I don't do this a ton. I'm not one of these guys that disassembles every one of my knives just so I can get good. Now, I do want to show something. The way this one works, you have a cut there in the scale that holds this notch in the pivot in place. So just be gentle with that, especially since it's micarta. If you take it apart and get it lined up correctly, which I've done there. And make sure, guys, since it is micarta, to get your hands clean so you don't end up with a ton of oil all over your scales, because then you'll be like, oh, why'd I do that? And, of course, had that one on the wrong place, so we'll just do this. See, I tried to put the blade on backwards. Wait a minute. Hold on, I got to do one more thing. I did not get that side of the blade, that race right there, good and clean. And there we go. Very good. All right. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to get the stop pin and put him in place before I forget to do that, because I am a giant goofball. And a lot of you guys don't always believe me when I say that. I have larger fingers. So I am a bit of just a fumble fingers, and you know, it is what it is. It's not what I prefer, but my fingers just don't work right sometimes. And plus I have a little bit of arthritis, so it is not the best, if you will. We put these other two pins back here. Actually, there will be 3 pins. Actually, these are barrels, not pins. I shouldn't call them that, but that is fine. So that barrel goes there. That barrel goes there. Can you guys see this? Yes, you can. And then this lanyard post or pin goes right there. Our backspacer will go in place just like so, or just not like so. There we go, perfectly. And what else do I need to do before I start putting other stuff back together? Nothing. I talk to myself when I'm doing these, and that's another reason I'm always self-conscious. I'm going to put, I did not put a lot of oil on that one, so I'm just going to put a little bit more there, just because, unlike everybody else, I try not to overload knives with oil. And the reason for that is, and see, now the pivot has pushed out, so I need to get that back in the right place before I put it back together. So give me just a second, and I think I probably did that right here. I did. All right, we are back in place now. You just want to make sure that stays lined up, and I've done that before where I put a, see, and I still don't have it lined up right, where I put a pinion back together, and I didn't get that seated well on there, and it stuck out, and I put the knife back together, and I'm like, why is that sticking out? Man, I am just not lined. See, this is why I don't show you guys this stuff, because I am the literal utter klutz of the universe. I mean, I literally am, guys. I'm yeah, it's just the way it is. I get it back together right, and it's not a mess. But while I'm doing it, it is just not a beautiful thing. And I'm not bothering with, I have some Loctite sitting here, but I'm not going to bother with it. It didn't have any in it, and we're just going to try it that way, because I'm just curious. None of these screws, I've carried this one a lot. I've used it a lot. None of these screws had Loctite, and none of them backed out on me. So I just want to, I don't know. I normally always do Loctite in these situations, and I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to see, because they didn't have any in here, and I just want to try and see if maybe it just doesn't need it, which sounds really dumb. Can't get these completely tight because I haven't done the ones on the other side yet. So why am I sitting there spinning it is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I mean, to me, this is, as you guys might be realizing here, this is a very simple design. It was designed that way to work well, to be able to be disassembled well, to be able to be put back together easily. By the way, there will be clip slots and screws on this side in the final edition. So if you are a lefty, please don't panic and think Casey left you out. It was oversight in the prototype phase, and that's that. So let's see where we are before I bother with the clip. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm very happy with that. We are not centered. Okay. See, as soon as I'm happy with the action, then I realize why I'm happy, because it's a little loose. All right, we're dead centered. All right, good. And we're going to put the clip back on now. Again, these Lynch Northwest clips fit pretty daggone perfectly. You just get it started, and then you've got this hole here that fits the screw perfectly, and then you just go to town putting that back in there, get it good and tight. Everything on this knife is T8. Let's see where we are. Fall, shake, oh my gosh. And dead center. So there we are. I did it. And it wasn't terrible. Some of you guys, I'll probably go ahead and show this footage. I did get, see, I sat here telling you not to get oil on the, there's some alcohol right there, not to get oil on your scales, but I did. And I may just go oil these up just to even it out, but not bad. We did get the pivot back in place well. Everything is good. So awesome, awesome. There you go, guys. Tempest Knives Microburst disassembly cleaning. I didn't show you the cleaning part, but that was just literally some alcohol. Now, a little update real quick. Tell you what, we're going to stop for a second. I'm going to give you an update with a better camera angle. All right, we're back, as you can see. So the update is that the microburst, as of the recording of this video, the microburst blades have all been cut. They're beginning to grind the bevels and the swedges and everything like that. They've got about half of the scales done, and they plan to get those done in the next few days. They're waiting to get the screws done. The screws are done in-house, so they'll be machining the screws in the next week or so, and then assembly will begin probably in the next week and a half from when I'm recording this video. Probably a little bit shorter when you actually see this. So very good. We're on track. Everything is going really, really well, and I'm very pleased with that. So guys, with that, we will say goodbye. Please give me a comment down below, a thumbs up or a thumbs down for my messed up fingers. And thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.